Today is June 17th, 2025, and the portfolio is sitting at around $241,000. This video, we're going to be talking about the best position stocks for the next 5 to 10 years, okay? Companies that made a ton of money for a long period of time were not purely because of luck. Many heavy titans positioned themselves accordingly to make huge profits for many years after doing so. If you were to look at companies back in the dot-com era, it was evident which businesses would come ahead. Companies that positioned themselves in the early 90s, like 2000s, like eBay, Cisco, Amazon, all these corporations placed themselves to make a ton of money for the next 10 years. Fast forward now to 2025, well, companies are positioning themselves to make a boatload of money for the next decade. If you were to compare some of the principles in the 90s era, we are looking at AI, AR, VR era. This is the next stage in the whole business world. It was so obvious that people do not realize how much money these companies will actually pull in the next decade. What are these companies? First one you should really be keeping an eye out on is Nvidia. How does Nvidia make money? Nvidia primarily makes money through the sale of its graphics GPUs and anything relating to that hardware and software, particularly in the areas of gaming, data centers, and professional visualization. Additionally, they generate revenue from the computing and networking business segments, which also include AI and other computing solutions. So, if we were to compare it, right, like if you were to think about the gold rush in Alaska, no guarantees who will find the gold, but the person selling the pickaxes to mine, they made a killing. I want you to think about it like Nvidia. That's Nvidia selling pickaxes. We have crypto anything. Many of them make majority of their money using the GPUs that Nvidia makes, right? So Nvidia selling the pickaxes, that's the way you should be thinking about it. They are positioning themselves really well for the next decade to come, especially with this AI coming around. And if you haven't already bought the stock, you should probably get on that. Make a small position. You don't need to make a large position. You don't need to put all your eggs in one basket. Just buy the company. You will do well. The next company that we are going to be looking at is Microsoft. How does Microsoft make money? Microsoft primarily earns revenue through the sale of its software, cloud services, hardware, and various business solutions. Their intelligent cloud segment is a major source of their income, driven by series like Azure, while Office products and cloud services also contribute significantly. They also have a sector in gaming, including Xbox, Activision Blizzard, and other AI related services. And they also generate important revenue. But Microsoft, think about your computer, right? Booting up any computer, you need to use Windows, you need to use the operating system. They make so much money, it's absolutely insane. There's no reason that they're in the top 3 most valuable companies in the world today. Even back in the 1999, during this dot-com era, they were one of the most projected companies to make a crap ton of money, which they did. And now they're doing it again, rinse and repeat. They know the system. You can make a lot of money. Buy some now. You're going to be easily beating the SPY over a 10-year period. Not to mention, they pay a small dividend if you hold the stock, which is great. So you get paid to hold the stock, even if it's not a large amount of money. I believe it's like under. That's still great. You're still going to make some money and has a lot of room to grow. A lot of analysts believe, and so do I. I have the exact same thing. Company's going to do great. Many people think it's going to do great. It's going to continue to do great. And the last and final stock that you should be looking at, keeping your eyes glued to, is Meta. So Meta, formerly known as Facebook, primarily generates revenue through advertising sales on its social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and Threads. They also generate revenues through payment services, hardware sales like Oculus VR headsets, and other fees. All right. This company has positioned themselves to take advantage of VR and AR. Okay. They heavy betted on this to become the future, and through a lot of people, they believe it's risky. This is the same process that held them back. These are the same people that missed out on Amazon and any social media company. Why would I do something in a fake reality when I can do it in real life? This is the kind of questions that they're asking themselves. Well, I'm telling you, sometimes reality sucks. And you can see this company reaping in benefits in the next few years, especially with people that absolutely hate their life, right? Which is probably like, if you really think about it, probably like 60% of people working that 9 to 5 they absolutely despise. I could see them easily picking up a VR headset and going into a next reality, a fake, thinking this is their new life, right? Like they can make big money here. Meta, great stock. So if you made it this far in the video, make sure to like, subscribe to that. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know. Comments down below. If I missed any stocks that you think are going to be doing well in the next 10 years, let me know. Let's have a discussion. And if you want to reach out to me personally, you can always message me on Discord, Twitter, any of that stuff. Everything is linked in the description of the video. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Stay sexy, stay awesome, keep investing, and I'm out. Peace.